Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another thrilling Morning Drew. I know it's been a minute. I know y'all are right now. Y'all are sitting there like, yo, did new Drew just drop? Hey, yo, new Drew just drop. Hey, yo, new Drew just drop. It's true. New Drew on the street, here for you. And you know what? I wouldn't do you wrong. All right? I wouldn't do you dirty by coming here solo, by myself, lonely, sad. I have a buddy with me. His name's Sean. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Andrew. Thanks for bringing me on.
Oh, please. It is an honor and a pleasure to have you here. How are you, my friend?
Good. Thanks for not doing them dirty.
Please. The people, they've been clamoring. They've been asking. They're like, when's new Drew coming? Patience, young ones. Patience.
I was one of those people, and I don't have a lot of patience, so it was really reassuring that this happened. Proud to be here, guys.
Hell yeah, dude.
Doing well.
As many of you know, I do stand-up comedy down here in Los Angeles, California. Sean here's a buddy of mine. We met recently on the open mic scene. Funny cat.
I'll never forget that day, honestly, guys. I forget who said it first, but, I think he came up to me and said, good set. And I said, good set. The rest is history, guys. I could tell it was genuine. I was like, he's not just saying that. Oh, he for sure remembers my set.
Something about this man's inflection implies that he genuinely thought I had a good set.
Yeah.
Because that is a tough look when, like, at the end of a show or a mic, when everyone's going around doing the fist bumps, like Little League Soccer, just like, good game. Or like, hey, good set, bro. Hey, good shit, bro. Hey, what's your Instagram? Just kidding.
There's no orange slices, though, which is really disappointing.
No, yeah. I mean, unless you bought a Blue Moon at the beginning of the mic or something.
New strategy. I want a Blue Moon before an open mic so I can have a halftime orange slice.
Yeah, Blue Moons and Capri Suns, whatever else you would break to a sugar-free Gatorade. I'm a Glacier Freeze guy myself.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you right now. I'm a huge Glacier Freeze fan. And I forget, what's the other one that's like white?
Glacier Cherry.
Oh, yeah.
It's the hot new one that all the kids are talking about.
Glacier
First, they're
Cherry.
talking about, hey, when's new Drew going to drop? Second thing, I could go for a sugar-free Glacier Cherry in this moment.
It's been on my mind. It's really
good. I don't drink a ton of Gatorade these days, but that Glacier Cherry doesn't hold back, dude.
Yeah. Thank you for introducing me to that.
Oh, please. It's an honor and a pleasure. I bought a case of them just because I'm very frugal, and if I notice I can save money in some capacity, I'll do that. And it's technically cheaper to buy 6 Gatorades than 1 Gatorade.
Makes sense.
Technically. Yeah. It's like, I'm going to have 6 Gatorades before I die. And so, therefore, it's cheaper for me to buy 6 Gatorades. But yeah, man, good to have you. It's been a minute, so I'm rusty, so forgive me. Here at Morning Drew, we've got some traditions. First things first, when I have a new guest, almost all the time, I think every time so far, I've gotten their star chart, their astrology bullshit. If I'm honest with you, gang, listeners at home, I've fallen off a little bit. I still read horoscopes here and there just for fun. But for the most part, man, we're all just living our life. We're having a nice time. If someone's over there acting a fool, I don't immediately just think to myself, that's a Cancer for sure, bro. I'm more just like, that guy sucks for his own reasons.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the stars. That guy's just a piece of shit. But it is tradition around here, and it is fun. You have the CoStar app on your phone?
I do, yeah. Much to my ex's disappointment, she talked down upon it. I don't know why, but I guess it was just not accurate enough.
Really?
Hey, listen, I never fully understood it. I'm very casually into it.
Yeah, it's the most fun way to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah. We keep it casual, no ranked astrology here.
Are you very confident in the time you were born? Like, you saw your birth certificate, or did your mom tell you or something?
I am very confident that my mom is very confident in when I was born.
Yeah. I had to check. I actually had to pull out my birth certificate and look.
Oh, snap.
If you're so kind, man, would you be so kind? So you're a Gemini, right?
Gemini, yeah.
So Gemini sun. Very cool, very cool.
Yep.
What else you got there? What's your moon sign?
So moon is the only other one I had memorized. I am a Capricorn. Yeah.
A man after my own heart. I'm also a Capricorn moon. I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn moon. Yeah.
Oh, snap. I don't know what that means, but...
that you're a burning furnace of ambition, dude. You're about your paper, your workaholic mode sometimes.
In the moon, which is like... That's the one where you're like That's your true personality or something?
That is your emotion.
Or,
That's more in line with like your emotions and how you act. No, not how you act. Emotions, how you feel, I guess.
Okay.
How you take things in. Your sun sign, I think, is your brain, like your thought process, how you process things.
Okay.
Let's hear that rising, dude.
And that rising is the one. That's why I had to pull out co-star. I forgot that one. It is Virgo.
You got so much more Earth in your chart than I ever would have known. Why did I know you had a Virgo in your chart, dude?
I got Virgo as my Mars as well. I don't know what that means.
That's the sex one, dude.
Is it? I thought that was
no, Venus. Oh,
Venus.
you're right, Venus. My bad. Yeah, Venus is the romance one. Mars is the fucking that pipe, dude.
Oh shoot.
Mars
Okay.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm dumb.
No, honestly, you sound confident, guys. I'm trusting you on that.
What's your Mercury?
My Mercury is Taurus.
Dude.
Taurus.
That's crazy. You have so much Earth in your chart. That's bonkers.
I got Aquarius, Uranus, and Jupiter. I don't know with all these things.
What?
Yeah. Capricorn, Neptune as well.
I have an absurd amount of Capricorn in my chart, dude. I'm Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Mercury, Capricorn Neptune, Capricorn Uranus.
Wow.
I think one more. Saturn, Capricorn Saturn as well.
This man is about his business.
But I also have my Pisces rising. My rising sign is Pisces, which is the fucking fish, which is a little wiggly little fish. Feels hard.
Yeah.
Big emotions, big crying in the car. Dude, I was listening on my way home last night. We did a show last night out in Brea, which is about an hour from where we are here. I was listening to the podcast Conan Needs a Friend, and Taylor Tomlinson was the guest.
Okay.
She was talking about how when she was growing up, she really wanted an American Girl doll. I think that's what they're called. And how they were just too expensive, and that when she went on the Conan O'Brien like comedy tour with Ron Funches and a bunch of other people, it came up, and then the next day they did an episode where they bought her an American Girl doll.
Oh.
Dude, I was crying in my car, dude.
I'm sorry, why?
Because it's already such a big deal that you're doing a show with one of your heroes, with Conan of all people, and then like you bring up something personal, and then the next day, not only do they do it for you because they were listening and they care, they made it a segment. Bro, I was crying in my car, dude. I was crying hard. Not hard. It wasn't that hard. I was welling up though because I was like, bro, imagine I get in a car with like who's someone I like with like I mean, it would be Conan in my case. And he gets me like fucking Pokemon Black and White or something like that, like a game I don't have. And I'm just like, you were listening to me? You like my podcast?
Honestly, that actually does sound very beautiful. Man, I guess I just don't have things I necessarily get that excited. I'm like, man, I guess if Conan gifted me
this
like...
man's Virgo rising is showing in a big way.
Oh, no. What is Virgo?
This man said, I have no attachment to physical mortal things.
No. I mean, God, I mean, even when you put it like that, I want to disagree, but I can't.
It's all good fun, man. We're having fun.
But I'm surprised you said Capricorns like that. I guess maybe because my decision making, I'm very logical and like when I compare my brother to when I compare myself to my brother, he's much more emotionally driven. I think at times when we're like, he's Scorpio.
That's water.
Yeah.
Water signs are emotional people.
Yeah.
Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer.
Okay.
Scorpio a little less. They're mysterious. They're a mixed bag. You don't know what's going on back there, but obviously it's your brother, so you maybe know more than others. My mom's a Scorpio. So
yeah.
I couldn't tell you a single thing about my mom.
But I just feel like in all other aspects. So I guess that makes sense in that case, because like in every other aspect, though, I'm not very you had said about your business with Capricorn. Like I feel like I'm very nonchalant about a lot of stuff, but I look at things like by the numbers, you know what I mean? And I guess that's it. I guess it makes sense then, actually, we got the Gemini
maybe
pulling through otherwise with the brain activity.
I enjoy the company of Geminis. This is going to sound like me calling you out, but I am going to share with you a Gemini quality that other Geminis in my life have.
Call me out. Go ahead. People
who are Geminis have a tendency to say yes to the thing without actually having committed to it.
Yeah.
So you'll get a lot of Geminis in your life who maybe flake on things, and it may seem like they're flaky, but I believe in my heart of hearts that they actually did want to do the thing, but they said yes still not knowing for sure if they're doing. Like in your case, a lot of times you'll say yes, and then when the time comes, you're like, you know what? I just realized I gotta go to the gym.
Dude, I've done that 3 times this week. Like,
and I promise this isn't me calling you out or anything like crazy. I mean, technically, I'm calling you out because those are the actions.
I need this, guys.
But this is I have, like I said, a couple of Geminis in my life who pull moves like that. No, I love you all so much. You're my best friends in the world, and I'm grateful for you. But it makes sense that we get along. I like your chart.
Thank you. And I like that you like my chart. There we go. I honestly, like, I used to get a lot of shit for being a Gemini, but
people like to shit on Gemini. I don't know why it's like the easiest one to diss on.
Yeah.
People love to shit on Geminis.
But I feel like recently, even on social media, I don't know if I've just created an echo chamber, but I'm seeing more and more positive stuff for Geminis, guys. It's less and less, oh, they're two-faced. It's more like Geminis are fun.
They are.
You know?
I love hanging with a Gemini, man. Yeah. Well, this is cool. It's cool to have you at my place. I don't have a lot of guests, so it's kind of nice to have a guest. I slept a little bit.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I made you a coffee. I've got my espresso machine cooking right now. It came out okay.
Yeah, I was treated well before I came in here, guys. He is a great host. That's all I'm going to say. And looking around, I'm just like, my place is barren.
Dude, when I had roommate, because you have roommates, right?
Yeah.
I just live with my girlfriend, Angela. You all know Angela. When I lived with roommates, I really struggled with decorating my place. I don't know if it was a psychological, like, well, this isn't my place, so I'm not going to decorate this if it's not mine. But now that I do have majority share of this place, it's 50%. We split the price.
You're a stakeholder.
Yeah, there it is. I'm a stakeholder. Medium rare. And so that's why I'm like, this is my space. I can do what I want with it. So that's why I like hung stuff up and I feel a little more comfortable decorating it to my tastes.
Yeah.
Our tastes. So I'm lucky that she and I are essentially the same person at this point. So a lot of our tastes overlap.
Well, it looks like you were holding that in for a couple of years then. And like right when you had the opportunity, you exploded.
Oh, dude.
All over these walls.
Yeah.
It's lovely though. Don't get me wrong. I wish I could explode onto my walls.
How many people do you live with? Is there
two?
Two. So
yeah, there's 3 of us total.
3 bedrooms?
Yes. 2 bathrooms, 0 decor.
Man, we got a toilet, and that's all. We got 2 toilets, and that's all we need.
No, actually, last week though, I did hang up hanging vines from Amazon. Those artificial vines.
Oh, those are cool.
Yes, I said, Sean, take the plunge.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, bought the most basic thing.
Fuck it, dude. It's a start. You play Football Manager, man?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If people that don't know it, guys, it's like FIFA, but you can't play the games. You're
only
you're just on the sideline.
In the box office, whatever the term is called.
You can give shout outs to the players though in the middle of the game. You can say, "Come on, keep up the pressure," and then sometimes they get motivated. Yeah, change your tactics, make subs. It's thrilling, guys.
What system is it for? How do you use it?
PC. Got it on Steam. Yeah, it is great. I actually play as my dad. Because he was my coach in soccer.
Oh, that's fun.
So it just always, I'm like, listen, guys, I don't know if I'm going to be a coach, but Niall Dolan, he does. He's lived it. It's more realistic. I get in the immersion. One edition of Football Manager I made myself as a player. It was actually the first time I got the game. It was like 2013. Now I don't do that because it's just sad. I'd have to change my age, you know. I'm like, this 25-year-old rookie coming in.
You'd have to retire like twice over.
My Football Manager journey's done.
You play as your dad coaching yourself. That's so fucking... God. That's like such a psychology thing that someone would do. You would say that to a therapist and you're like, is it because you feel like you would do a better job raising you than your dad? Is there something you have to say? Are you coaching your inner child or something like that?
And I'll take a play from my dad's book in Football Manager and just say no comment to the journalists. I hate those after post-match press conferences. I always just say no comment. What
was your dad's name? Niall?
Niall.
N-I-L-E, like the river in Egypt?
No, Niall.
You're full-blooded Irish?
Yeah.
Is that an Irish name?
Yeah. Call him Neil too. Is Niall Dolan. I mean, that sounds fairly...
You're okay giving your full identity?
Yeah, we can
Sean
do
Dolan?
that.
Right.
I don't think anyone's gonna hack me.
Sean's actually pretty hot on TikTok. How many followers do you have? Like 20K or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. No, honestly, guys, I used to be hot. Now I'm cooling off.
Hey,
we took a pause on it. I mean,
even a tepid online presence is better than whatever the fuck I got going on.
It's fun to make, though. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, check it out, though.
Yeah, what is it? What's
Shawnee My Soul?
Yeah, I'll definitely link it.
Yeah,
so I'll link all of this stuff. He also has a show coming up in the near future, so I'll put a link up for that too if you guys are in the area.
Oh yeah.
But we'll get to that stuff in a bit. So at Morning Drew, it's all about self-reflection, appreciation, and joke writing.
Oh hell yeah.
And so obviously in self-reflection, I look back on the recent past. Normally it's a weekly thing, but it's been 6 months. So there's ample.
You got a lot of self-reflection to do.
Yeah, I got a lot of reflecting to do. This mirror ain't got enough space. This rippled pond of life.
Yeah.
It's rude. It's so rude of me to go first. I'm the host and you're the guest. But honestly,
if you don't go first at this point, I'm gonna be livid.
All right. So at this point, I would ask, what you digging, dude? What's the thing that you've been really passionate about in the recent past or just in life or in general? In this case, I'm going to go first because it's relevant. I've been playing basketball pretty regularly for the first time since elementary school almost.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. I fucking love basketball. There was like this weird dormant skill set that was just lying, and like as soon as I got it dusted off, I was just like draining threes and shit. I was like, oh, I forgot I fucking love basketball.
You're not lying, dude. When I went out one time with you and I was like getting nervous as I was tying my shoes. I was like, this dude's made 3 threes in a row.
Dude. I've always been a plus-size person. I was like a chunky kid and stuff. But I would always get picked early on when we were picking teams. I was rarely the captain, but I was almost always first-round draft pick or, like, second round. Because, I'm a fucking sniper up in the rafters, dude. Like, if you get them in my hands and I put it up, it very regularly goes in. Less these days just because I'm rusty and my wrists are fucking arthritic.
I mean, that's funny because I'm like the inverse. I'm like a minus-sized person, and I was always picked last because I couldn't shoot to save my life. But I had hustle.
Man, you had those strides. You were getting rebounds that I would have given up on.
But no, you were killing it, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. When was the last time you played before that? Like,
dude,
before these sessions?
Before we started playing regularly with my buddies, maybe a little bit in high school, but like middle school playground was the last time I played like consistently, and even then, like I didn't play as regularly. Like elementary school, daily. We had a basketball hoop at home as well. I would just shoot hoops at school all day, and then go home, do my homework, and if the sun was still out, go shoot hoops out in the yard. It's a testament to my diet at the time that I was still a husky child.
Yeah.
And so when I got into middle school, I wanted to be on the basketball team because I love basketball. Like I had it in my head that I wanted to do it as a career. Like I wanted to play basketball.
Oh yeah.
That was the point where like some kids were becoming not kids anymore, actually were good at basketball and were in shape and were fast and had good reflexes and stuff, and I was still just this husky kid struggling, running out of breath very quickly.
That could hit a shot though.
And it just wasn't adding up anymore, and so it was an awkward conversation with my dad. He went to drop me off, and I was like, I gotta be honest, man, I'm not digging this anymore. He was just like, hey man, and then he had a conversation with me about like life and ambition, and be like, trust yourself, trust what you love, know what you like and know what you don't like, so it's okay if you know. And I was like, okay, shut up, can we go home now?
Damn,
I'm tired.
That's beautiful. Does your dad play Football Manager? That's good.
My dad's big athletics guy. He's big sportsman. I know for sure he played football when he was younger. He's confided in me before. I mean, it's not a secret, but like he said that if he could do it over again, he probably would have leaned into like sports announcer or like radio personality or something like that.
Yeah.
Because he loves that stuff. Back in the day, they were like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And he's like, I don't know. Like if they had told him, you could be an English teacher and like coach football, he was like, I would have absolutely done that. Obviously, things turned out a little different. And now he plays golf every day, so God bless him.
Oh, yeah. He's still got it.
Oh, dude, nice. You kidding me? You should see that fucking drive, dude. Fucking pow, right down the fairway.
Man, that's tragic, though. Your body, I will say, it's got great muscle memory. I mean, if you haven't played since regularly, like middle school, you said.
What's funny is one of the first times me and my buddies got back into playing, there were some kids around the age where I stopped also playing.
Yeah. And
we just started doing like a 3-on-3, just playing around. I'm proud to say that I'm still equally as good as a middle schooler. My skill set is that I'm still at a 7th grade playing level.
That's good. That's good, man. No, come on. The talent level in middle school, surprisingly high. All right,
Oh, they don't goof around.
Go for a adult league basketball and just say they're gonna ask you what's your level.
It would have to specifically be like a fat guy league,
yeah,
or something.
Do they have backyard leagues? I don't think they do,
Dude,
right?
I guarantee you they have a plus size league or something. I haven't looked into it, but like, if there isn't one, then that's money on the.
You're getting too lean. Get out of here.
But that's what I've been doing, man. I love basketball. If ever, like, I think about the stuff that I would have in my dream house if I ever got to that point in my life.
Yeah.
And I would definitely have a drum kit in some capacity. I'd have a room with that. I'd have, like, free weights and, like, a squat rack and stuff. I'd have my own room for that. I would absolutely have, like, at least a half court in the backyard and, a proper, like, court situation.
Yeah.
Just a half court.
Oh, my God.
And I'd have it far enough from the house that there were no windows at risk, but I'd have the fences high enough or it far enough from the fences to not worry about balls going over fences.
Yeah.
That's the dream right there.
I can see it now. Your dream, you're going to make it a reality with the Capricorn. Yep.
That Capricorn manifestation.
It sees it. It sees it.
Do you have a dream house? What would you put in your dream house? Your Barbie dream house?
God, honestly, I don't know. Probably not that much. You know, it's funny because my brother was saying something similar to you like a couple weeks ago and was like, oh, I would have a soccer, field in my backyard, like a whole thing. And I'm just like, dang, that's. I guess
it's his dream.
Dream big, I feel like the one thing I'd be like, yeah, that'd be nice to have would be a nice, like, sound system. I'm always playing music around the house, like, 24/7. It feels weird when it's silent.
Dude.
I don't know. But other than that, that's all I got. But, yeah, the sound system is important.
Yeah, dude. I was thinking about that, too. Like, in my special room where I have my drum kit and my weights, I would have, like, proper, like, fucking... like venue speakers that they put at like bars and stuff, or like if the places that do live music or whatever. I'd have at least one set of those big fuckers.
Oh yeah, I'd have it like a room specific for like listening to music and stuff.
Listening room.
But throughout the house, I'd want some sort of speaker just so I can walk around.
That's honestly probably not even that big of an ask these days.
Yeah.
Like especially with the Apple devices and the Amazon devices. I don't want to say their name because they're listening anyway. Who are we trying to fool here? But
they are listening.
It's realistic to think that you could have a house where like the whole thing is like plugged in, like a smart house, I guess. Yeah. Did you watch that Disney Channel original movie, Smart House?
Oh my God. Are you kidding? I loved that movie. Yeah. That's a top 5 Disney Channel original movie.
Whoa.
I don't know. I was just very attracted to that house.
She was pretty foxy, huh?
She was.
The little AI, the little hologram.
That got me really into architecture.
I'm trying to engineer this bitch.
Yeah, dude. I said, "Is the technology exist?" I just keep like, I'm asking people, like, telling my parents, "You think this movie's real?"
Is that your truth? That's a top 5er for you?
I think so.
Did you list the other 4?
All I know is number 1 is for sure.
3,
Brink.
2,
No.
1.
Oh God, you're counting
Johnny
down.
Tsunami.
Brink. No, Brink.
Brink's good too.
Brink. It's got to be Brink.
I'm
a soul skater
at the same time.
It's the soul skater. I'm a soul skater at heart.
Brink is solid.
Yeah.
I think Luck of the Irish is the one.
Oh my God,
because obviously an Irish guy playing basketball is just.
To be honest, that's number 2. And yeah, even though my family's Irish, and he does turn into a leprechaun because he's Irish.
Something.
Not sure what, I forget the specifics. I like, that's one thing I kind of remember from the movie, I think, was like, he started like, growing pointed ears and like getting shorter, and his mom was like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, you're Irish.
A whole lot of parents forgetting to let their kids know stuff.
This is something.
Oh, I forgot to tell you you're a mermaid. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you you're a leprechaun.
No, but it wasn't even like, it was just like, yeah, you're Irish. That's why this is happening. This is, you go through puberty and, your body's going to experience some changes. I still loved it. God, what a Halloween town. Yeah, it's a good one.
It's probably up there. Is Hocus Pocus a Disney Channel original movie, or was it a standalone, like, in theaters movie?
That is a great question. My gut wants to say it's a Disney Channel original movie, but my gut is usually wrong. It's actually unreliable. My God. Are you researching?
Yeah. Oh. Hocus Pocus was supposed to be a Disney Channel original movie, but I guess it wasn't. I guess they actually released it.
They thought it was too good. Too good for it.
Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
Oh.
Xenon, Cetus Lupidus.
Dude.
I almost forgot about Xenon.
No, Xenon, I love that. Oh my god. And the sequel?
Dude, I didn't know, back in the day, I didn't know what the word sequel, I had never heard the term sequel. And so when she said the sequel, I just assumed it was another made up word like Cetus Lupidus or something. So I was like, yeah, the sequel.
What?
And then I think my dad had to like explain, like, do you get that joke? I was like, what? He's like, it's supposed to be sequel. And I was like, that's new to me as well.
Man, you were living under a rock. I'm sorry. But I started calling things sequels for like years. I was like, they're releasing another one. They got a sequel in the works.
Yeah. Oh, what's the squeakquel is the Chipmunks
Oh yeah,
one.
yes.
Yeah,
My God, dude, people hated it. Transformers 2 coming out.
Oh,
Transformers the sequel, guys.
That's pretty funny.
They're like, Sean, this joke ran its course like 5 years ago. Please stop. It's enough is enough. I gave it a rest once I was like graduating high school. I was like, all right, Sean.
All right, man. So that's what I've been digging. I gotta ask you, man. What have you been digging this week, man? What are you digging, dude?
You know, it's funny because, as per usual, I don't know if I've told you this before, but I have cereal every night.
Cereal.
Yeah, that's my thing, guys. I love cereal. Have it all the time. Recently, I've been trying new ones, so okay, you know what? Let's go back real quick. My favorite cereal of all time, Raisin Bran Crunch.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
2 scoops?
2 scoops. 2 scoops.
Raisins.
You got to. And I haven't had it though in like over a month because I've been trying, every time I'm like, I go to the cereal aisle and I'm like, what's new? What can I try? Let's expand our horizons. My goal is to like have every single cereal that I can, get my hands on.
Fuck yeah.
It's a quest. Went to Costco, and I usually don't get cereal at Costco, but I said, screw it. I hate to bring up, the macros were great. I loved it. I was like, oh yeah, I can use this as a substitute for granola, but it was blueberry almond crunch, and the word crunch always gets me, from Cascadian Farms, organic, USDA organic.
Oh, that changes everything.
Yeah, sweetened with fruit. No added sugar, guys. And it's actually remarkable.
Really?
It's remarkable. I know, see, you hear these words like organic, no added sugar. You're like, I think I'll try some Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
Rocks. Yeah.
It's really good. It's really good. And I've been having it a lot, but 2 boxes, I'm like, I also like varieties. It's the spice of life.
Sure, you gotta mix it up, yeah.
And so tonight, I ran out of milk last night.
What kind of milk do you use?
Almond milk.
Okay.
Just unsweetened almond milk. It's a very neutral.
I'm personally not a fan, but
Well, what do you go with?
If I have my choice of milk, I know you're not supposed to do soy, but I tend to just do soy if I'm doing a fake milk.
Interesting. Okay.
Almond milk to me kind of has like a woody taste to it, like a cardboardy taste to it.
Really, for me, like it's like the most neutral. I'm like, I let the cereal do the talking, and that's why I get almond milk.
Fair.
But yeah, so I'm going to the store tonight.
Oh.
And I might get 2 boxes, depending if I see anything new I want to try.
Load up.
But I'm definitely getting a box of Raisin Bran Crunch.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm definitely having it tonight.
Let's go.
I can't wait. It's going to be
Damn.
Yeah. It's like being reunited, with a former lover. And, the sparks haven't died out, Yeah, it's going to be hot and heavy, guys.
The respect I have, I can't even describe. The fact that you love Raisin Bran Crunch and you're so willing to defend it and stand by it.
Dude.
Because I'm sure you've caught heat before because, it's not a conventional, what someone would rate highly.
No, it's not. And I've gotten a lot of flack over the years for it. And truth be told, back in the day when I was a kid, we had Raisin Bran at the house, and I was not a fan. It's interesting. And so for the longest time, I didn't have Raisin Bran Crunch, but not until about, say, 9th grade, I went over to my friend's house, and he had Raisin Bran Crunch, and it was the only cereal he had. And I'm going to have my cereal regardless.
Sure.
So it was a sleepover, pulled out the Raisin Bran Crunch, had a bowl, loved it. And I said, it's the crunch, it's missing an aspect. It's like Raisin Bran is like having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich without chunky peanut butter. It's literally just like bread and jelly. You need that next aspect, and the crunch takes it to the next level. And I'll tell you right now, that same night, he says, you think that was good? Second bowl, throws in the Raisin Bran Crunch, puts in I believe he had 2% milk at the time. And then he grabs like a chocolate bar, breaks it apart, throws the pieces in there.
It's dessert. Yeah.
And then
holy shit.
He sprays whipped cream.
What the fuck?
On top. That freaking blew my mind, dude. It was literally
whipped cream on the cereal, man?
It was, bro.
How do you even? It's not a solid mass. It's in a flowing state. How do you even? Well, I guess French onion soup has that layer of cheese. Maybe it kind of works like that.
Yeah. I mean, I never equated it to French onion soup, but I'll tell you if it was.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. I'm trying to think like the physics of it having a solid mass on top of a
think about
fluid
like
bottom,
like a frappuccino or something, right? Or something.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Actually,
like
yeah.
it worked, and it was so good.
Do you still do that regularly?
If it's like my birthday, if it's a special occasion,
we got you
guys.
a cake. It's like, oh, you can hang on to that.
Yeah,
actually,
we just got a new job. Whip out the whipped cream. We're partying tonight.
When I look back at things that I was fickle about as a youngster that I embrace now as an adult, I wince.
Oh
like when
God.
you say that you guys had Raisin Bran Crunch when you grew up?
No, just straight Raisin Bran. Yeah.
Okay, the Crunch. Okay, so
please don't get those terms mixed up again. No.
Yeah. It's like if you miss out the Crunch again, I am walking out this door. I don't care how. But I've really embraced pickles as of late, just because it's a nice 0-calorie snack. That beautiful vinegary bite that they have. Or it's like I crave pickles, dude. I'm embarrassed to say on a few occasions, like I've kept the jar of pickle juice around, and I'll just like take a sip or two. It's a lot. That's too much. I can't sit here and pretend like that's not a lot, but it's just that pickle flavor. I crave it sometimes.
Yeah, I was nodding in agreement until you said that pickle juice thing. But I mean, hey, listen, maybe I'll get there one day. Maybe.
But like looking back and being the little kid with his fucking cheeseburger and picking off the pickles, being mad that my parents put pickles on stuff, like ew, pickle, and as an adult looking back, I'm like, if I could go back and take all those pickles and take them back with me, I would.
Dude, as a kid, I wouldn't even put on my double cheeseburgers at McDonald's. I'd say no lettuce. I feel like lettuce doesn't even taste like anything, guys. I don't know.
Soggy lettuce is a problem sometimes, but I don't know if as a kid you even were considering that.
But I for sure wasn't. I said it was the taste. And honestly, even McDonald's, I mean, I'm not saying it's gourmet, but like their lettuce is at least like shredded, right? I think,
in a lot of cases,
It's not like super soggy type. Yeah.
McChicken without lettuce? I thought, no, man.
Yeah, I didn't even have McChickens.
No, you did say you.
No, but I didn't even have them, like, because they were too. I was very picky as a kid.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I'll have whatever. Like, the growth. I mean, 8-year-old me would look at me and be disgusted. It's like this.
What transmutation took place?
This guy just ate, dude. Sometimes I'll raw dog salad.
No dressing.
I'll just grab something and be like, just eat it. I don't know, man. It's weird.
Holy Lord God. I'd at least put some pickle juice on my salad, man. Fuck yeah, dude. Could you do a quick power ranking of top 3 cereals? Raisin Bran Crunch, obviously, S tier, S+.
It's so, like, honestly, that's, for me, personally, it's a tier alone. And then there's a couple, like, S tiers right below it that, I think, like, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. For sure. That's got to be like pure. You're talking pure. All jokes aside, like Raisin Bran Crunch tries to act like it's healthy sometimes. You know what I mean? Like just the sun. It's like look at these fiber and stuff.
Sure.
But we all know it's. I mean, you look at it, it's damn near half half the calories are sugar per serving.
Yeah, it's bad.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the best. Straight up, I'm a dessert. You know, that's it doesn't pull any pun. It says, listen, this is who I am. Another great cereal, Honey Bunches of Oats.
Buddy, love a Honey Bunch of Oats.
I never know if I want to get the honey roasted or the almonds.
I usually go with almonds personally.
Yeah, I switch up. I usually rotate them every other. They're both great. Honey Nut Cheerios, another great one. And then I know this is more than 3, but like I just want to shout out one more cereal too that a lot of people disrespect. I might catch some flack for it. Cornflakes. All right, hear me out. Hear me out. This is probably even more controversial than my Raisin Bran Crunch, honestly. Like, when I put this in my top, because I think it damn near could be top 5. A lot of people say it's bland as hell. Why not just get Frosted Flakes? First of all, Frosted Flakes, for me, they compete with, like, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They're in that category of, like, pure dessert. They don't stack up, honestly. And I think when they get soggy, their quality drops tremendously. Even when they're not soggy, it's just like, so you put like a sugar coat on a cornflake. I don't know. It's not anything exciting. You don't got any other flavors going in there.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's not doing much. Cornflakes, man, that's a straight shooter.
No frills.
I mean, it's also probably nostalgia too. Growing up, that was like the cereal we had at the house most of the time. My dad had a weird thing. He did this with the milk in the cereal, but he would put the cornflakes with the milk in the microwave and warm it up, and it got soggy for sure. It was soggy as hell, but it was, God, I kind of liked it, honestly. I'll say that right now. I loved it, and I still do it occasionally. I don't do it every time.
I'm deeply unsettled right now.
It's weird.
I'm having a hard time even imagining how this came to happen.
I honestly, this is the same
He
kid.
microwaves a bowl of cornflakes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then with the milk. And it gets real nice and soggy.
I guess oatmeal is a hot cereal.
Yeah. Real nice and soggy.
Lord God.
Real nice.
That's tough, man.
Real soggy.
Did you grow up in a very health conscious household?
I mean, define health conscious, because
I mean, you guys kept like arguably 2 of the healthiest cereals on the shelves. You're into fitness even to this day, so I don't know if that was a high priority. Your dad was a soccer coach, apparently.
Yeah, we were surrounded by sports. Like, I feel like it'd be rare there'd be a day where we weren't doing some sort of like physical activity. We'd play soccer in the backyard almost every day.
Wow.
We'd play tennis all the time. Like, we had a basketball hoop too. Like, we were always playing sports. But I'll tell you, man, like, we did have like healthy dinners when they'd make it, but like by the time I got to high school, dude, I started the day off with, if I had more time, if I woke up on time, which was getting rarer and rarer, I'd have a bowl of cereal or it was just a s'mores Pop-Tart. And then I'd get to lunch, have a bag of chips, and then I'd have Taco Bell at night. Like, it was not, dude, I was running on like sugar and hormones for all of high school.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, it was, so I guess we had the physical part down. But we did not, it's not like we were eating that healthy. And like,
as a family, would you be going to get Taco Bell, or was that just you?
No, that was just me. Once I got my car, I was like, oh, we're going Taco Bell all the time, dude.
Yeah, that's the first thing I did when I got my car. Was I went to Jack in the Box and got myself some egg rolls.
Oh, egg? Well, I didn't. I
like the Jack in the Box. I used to be don't sleep on the Jack Box egg rolls, bro. But then I showed it to enough people that were underwhelmed that I was like, maybe this is just me then. But I'm happy to have my own little thing. You know, it's my little secret Jack in the Box egg rolls. It's fine. They're fucking bomb in my opinion. I think they're incredible, but people seem to disagree with me, so I don't know.
I love that. Don't lose that, you know?
Oh, please. Speaking of which, I guess Angela's bringing home Burger King.
Burger King? That is. I haven't heard that one in a while. Dude, last time I had Burger King was because someone gave me a gift card for my birthday.
To Burger King?
3 years ago.
What the fuck?
Yeah. 3 years ago. May of...
A Burger King gift card? Who does that? What the fuck?
They got it at the grocery store.
They had all those
They had
cards.
choices. They had choices.
They opted for BK.
And they're like, I got this for you, King. You know, that's...
Oh.
No, they didn't say that. They didn't say that. Honestly, they just said...
that would have redeemed it if they made it a joke.
Yeah, they didn't.
They didn't?
They were serious. They literally were like, oh, I couldn't think of what to get you. I was like, I know you like fast food sometimes. And I was like, I honestly don't even have it that often. Like Burger King especially, I hadn't been there in so long.
I can't lie to you, man. Burger King kind of sucks. If you get anything other than a Whopper, then you're fucking up.
Oh, I got it for my birthday 3 years ago, May 2019. I didn't use it until, like, I forget what, it was during the middle of lockdown, quarantine. Like, it was like 8 months, at least 8 months later. No, wait, hold on. At least like 10 months later, right? Quarantine was like March 2020. I probably had it in like April, maybe. It was almost a full year later. Whoa. And I was like, all right, let's try out this card. I'm sitting at home doing nothing. Yeah. Put it on the app, get it. Got some mozzarella sticks. And they have mozzarella because that's it got me excited. I was like, all right, let's give them a shot. They got mozzarella sticks. You can't you can't screw up mozzarella sticks.
It's tough too.
And then I got their chicken fingers or fries, chicken fries.
Oh, the chicken fries, yeah.
And then like a regular, like a junior Whopper. I was like, let's do the little taste test. Let's see what they got.
Sure.
Dude, those mozzarella sticks were some of the worst mozzarella sticks I've had in my life. I couldn't imagine. I was like, dude, how do you get them this wrong? Like, it doesn't. It's just fried mozzarella. It doesn't make sense.
There's 2 ingredients, guys: fried and mozzarella. No, there's probably more ingredients.
Yeah, it was not. I will say one thing though. Those chicken fries kind of hit a little bit. They're not bad. They're not bad.
There's like the chicken at Burger King has like a weird flavor that other places don't have. There's like a...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'd call it a mustiness or like a breathiness about it. There's something like dirty about the way the chicken at Burger King tastes. The fries, the old tenders, I don't know. Their nuggets are pretty good. Yeah. I like a Burger King.
I love the way you call it musty, though. Like, it sounds like you're eating pollution. Like, you're just, like, smog.
I mean, are you not?
The Burger King chicken nuggets would fail a smog test.
Yeah, man, you can't register these.
Yeah. $1.49 for, like, 20. What the fuck?
Dude, yeah, that's probably when I was getting the most Burger King in my life, was when they had the 10-piece for $1.
Yeah.
And then it became the 8-piece for $1. And then it became the 10-piece for $1.50. Now who knows how much it fucking costs.
Oh, God. Yeah, I haven't paid attention. I said 20 for $1.49. I was way off.
You might not have been, honestly. That might have actually been it at one point. I
gotta ask, though, then why'd you're talking pretty negatively about Burger King. Does your girlfriend not feel the same way?
I mean, a deal's a deal.
That's true. That's
true. Oh, for 10 nuggies?
And that's still right now. That is the case.
No, they've changed the price of the nuggets to the point where it's hard to justify doing it. You'd be amazed.
It's being justified right now, guys.
We've been in a silly Whopper mood lately. I think I got it on Postmates once in the recent past. Oh no, what happened was a lot of these fast food places have started doing like family bundles where you can get like 2 of the popular burgers, some nuggets, fries, and a drink, something, like enough for 2 people to have. And I did the Burger King one at one point just because the Whopper is a fine sandwich. Like, the only reason you should go into Burger King is to get something Whopper affiliated.
Okay, glad.
And this was the first time she had a Whopper. She's a very chicken sandwich type person. She will almost exclusively get the chicken sandwich, but she had a Whopper, and she liked it. I mean, long story short, she liked it. So
that was really...
So she's out running errands. She texted me that she was getting Burger King because I've been kind of craving a Whopper lately.
You know, we went full circle. That's good.
Man, isn't that just life? I wanted to go back to what did I want to say about Jack in the Box and the Egg? Oh, so Another thing that sucks about doing the egg rolls at the J Box is sometimes they straight up just won't make them for you. But this happened to me on 3 separate occasions. I said I'm gonna get me some eggy rolls at the J Box.
Yeah.
So I hit the drive-thru. I get whatever else I got. Sometimes probably the munchie meal, if I'm honest. And I was like, also, I see you guys have the egg rolls. Do you have the egg rolls currently? And they're like, yeah. Can I have 2 egg rolls? Sure. The first time I leave, I don't think to check the box. They've given me onion rings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, easy mistake.
Yeah,
So be it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't go back right away. I eat the onion rings. I love an onion ring. But the next time, I am struck with the desire for the J.B.
Yeah.
I'm in there. I get whatever I'm getting. Then I'm like, hey, let me grab a couple of them egg rolls too while I'm here. And they're like, sure. I leave. Chicken tenders.
Oh my god.
And at this point, I'm kind of like, are they just putting stuff in a box and hoping I don't check and like just see the box and hold it and be like, yeah, this is about egg roll weight.
It's an egg roll of the dice.
This egg's on a roll.
That is, what I love how you started off by saying too. They're like, they just sometimes refuse to do it. I love how it's an option for Jack in the Box workers. They're just like, no, I'm good.
They sell it. What I think happens is whoever is manning the computers and the headset says yes, and then whoever's working the fryers is like, bro, I have to go in the fucking freezer for those. And then they just put whatever has already been made like nearby in a box and send it my way.
Yeah.
And like again, it is what it is. I think it happened one other time. I have since successfully gotten egg rolls since then, so it's not like one of these days I'm gonna go and I'm gonna say, you don't give me my fucking egg rolls, dude.
You got to really hammer it into those Jack in the Box workers.
One of my greatest fears is that I could like accidentally be a person throwing a fit in a fast food restaurant.
Oh yeah, I couldn't.
So even something like that, like unless I paid for something and outright did not receive it, that's the only time I'll go back and be like, hey, sorry, I actually wanted one of these burgers as well. And that's justified because it's like, well, I did give you guys the money for the product, but if it's ever a fucking, you guys are telling me you don't have chicken nuggets when you should have I know it's breakfast hours, but I want and then they like fucking murder somebody over it.
I worked in the food service for a while.
I'm sorry, I'm drinking water.
No, not a fast food restaurant, but I never actually tripped though. A lot of the time, it was just, even when I was getting cussed out, it was just like, whatever. Like, I don't even. I don't know. The people always just like my coworkers like, oh my god, I would have been so pissed if that was happening to me. You have nerves of steel. And I'm like, honestly, I'm just like going through the motions right now. I'm barely present.
It's like, wait, they were yelling at me?
Yeah.
Do you eat a lot of fast food to this day?
I
might ask you to do a quick top 3 or top 5 if you were.
Yeah, and it's funny, I actually made like a tier list back in quarantine, and it's definitely changed since then too, and I don't have as much really. Like, I feel like if it's late night or something and I'm like, I just got out of the bars or something and I want food,
sure, especially
in LA now, I'm like, I'm gonna get tacos. Like, that's just get some Leo's tacos or something.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, that's my go-to now. If I am like, I remember in my tier list I had put the 2 I put in S tier was Taco Bell and In-N-Out. And honestly, Taco Bell I wouldn't even put in there. I feel like it's dropped in quality. I used to be such a huge fan. The menu's gotten worse, and I just feel like,
dude,
it's lost its charm, and it's so expensive. I'm like, I could spend the same amount at Leo's Tacos, and like, it's.
When I tell you, like, so do you remember back in the day they had the 99-cent cheesy double beef burrito?
I sure do. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
the fucking nerve they have. They brought it back.
I didn't even realize that.
The cheesy double beef burrito. And they're running the ad. They're like, "Oh, an old friend here to bring you home. Cheesy double beef burrito, only $2. Double the price.
What a crock of shit.
The price is.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
$2. doubled in price. 100% increase in price. You have the fucking audacity to call it the double beef burrito when you doubled the price. It's not double beef anymore.
No.
It's the appropriate amount of beef.
Yeah.
It's the $2 cheesy beef burrito. That's the appropriate amount of beef for what I'm paying.
No,
this isn't double beef. This is a normal amount of beef.
It's double beef because they got half the beef right there in the burrito and the other half between me and Taco Bell, the corporation.
Yeah, we've got beef all right, big dog. $2
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Do they even have anything for $1 now? It's like the cheesy roll up, maybe.
Yeah, like literally a
That's
fucking
probably
piece of
$2
American
too.
cheese and a fucking flour tortilla.
That thing is embarrassing. You ever had that?
Yeah, sometimes when you're in the drive-thru and you want something to snack on while you're driving, I might grab a couple quesadillas and just bang those out.
No, the cheesy roll up.
Oh yes, sorry. Yeah, same story.
Okay. That's not. Hey, the quesadilla is a whole different beast. That's
the full-size quesadilla.
Yeah.
They had like little snacker quesadillas.
Yeah, and that's why because I don't know. Well, sorry then to roast it, but
No, please.
I always thought that one of my friends from high school would always get it, and that was back when they had the grilled steak taquitos. They weren't actually taquitos. They were just like basically like if you had a quesadilla shaped like a burrito a little bit or like a loaded griller, and it was toasted. So good.
Yeah, those are
iconic. They took them away. But when I was ordering those, he would get the cheesy roll up, and I was like, I remember looking at him. I was like, that's just sad.
Is it the same price? Was it 99 cents?
It was. They were like the loaded grillers were like two for. I think two. They came in a pair. They cut them in half, and it was like $2, $2.50 or something. I forget.
Solid.
Great deal, but it was just like I know it's cheaper, I guess, but it was just something about those cheesy roll-ups. I look at them, it just irritated me. I was like, bro, what are you doing?
They're pretty whack.
They're pretty. It's God, honestly, something about them. I'm just imagining you eating at home. I'm like, bro, why? just get.
You couldn't have microwaved some cheese on a tortilla at home, dude.
It's what it. Even like the Taco Bell workers just don't. They could do that asleep.
Yeah, truly. So In-N-Out's your top slot?
But and like that, I actually haven't. I've been to In-N-Out once in the past 8 months since I moved down here, and it was it was good. It was the only reason I went was because my cousin from Ireland wanted to go.
Ooh, that's very cool.
You know, you got to bring them. And,
yeah.
But like, it's always every time I like pass by it, I'm like, the line is just so long. I don't feel like it. Again, it was just like I'd rather get tacos or something. But that's not In-N-Out is my. I guess it is still my top spot, and I will say for the price. I mean, you can't. I'd say technically, I think I slightly prefer the burger at like Shake Shack.
Sure,
but the price is like not even.
Yeah,
it's
tough.
night and day, guys.
Yeah, truly.
You got any S tiers?
You know, there was once a time I would have said Taco Bell. I really do feel like they've fallen off a little bit. They got that big pack though. You get like a couple of soft shell tacos and then a couple of those beef burrito deals. Okay. That's a pretty good deal. But
yeah.
And then the quesarito you can only get it through the app now. Like they made it an app exclusive, and I'm just like, I already struggle with my weight. Am I really gonna like? You know what I mean? I'm like, do I really have to download the fucking Taco Bell app?
You gotta download the Taco Bell app. Come on.
So they've kind of fallen off, if I'm honest. I still have love for them, but I don't know if they're S tier anymore.
No.
My rule to myself is I exclude regional burgers. So like, I try to not say In-N-Out or Shake Shack or like Steak and Shake or anything like that, just because it kind of just sparks a whole other debate that I'm not trying to have.
Yeah.
I like Wendy's. I think Wendy's is the best.
I think when I made it, they were like the only one in A tier, and I would actually, I'd say they're right there.
Wendy's I think is good shit.
Solid.
Even their like double stacker. Even though, one of my go-to favorite like fast food things to do is to get like 2 McDoubles and 2 McChickens or something of that variety at McDonald's. You know? I love their other burgers. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big McDonald's guy, but I don't know if you knew this about me. I'm a big McDonald's guy. No, but the Wendy's double stack, even though because of the McDouble, you can get, I think it's 2 for $3.50 now, which is also a crock of shit. Can you believe that used to be $1 for a McDouble? 2 for $3.50, but like you can get like 4 sandwiches. You're getting out of there for like $6-7.
It is.
Get a big Diet Coke for $1. or full sugar Coke, or an orange Fanta, whatever, Chase Your Bliss guys, blue Powerade. Or not orange Fanta, they have the high C there, don't they?
Mm. See, but that, like, even that, I'm like, I'd rather get 4 tacos under $10, like $10.
Yeah, but the Wendy's double stack, their little value menu burger is so much better than a McDouble. Like, the flavor and, like, the burgers are actually kind of juicy, and they have, like, the ringed onion, like, not the diced onion, like the full-sized onion with the pickles. Oh, so fucking good, that double stack. You can do it. I think they're 4 for $4. They used to have, like, a couple different burgers. Now it's the $5 biggie bag, which is what the 4 for $4 used to be.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Wendy's, I think, is the best in my... Yeah.
I can respect that. Honestly, you're not going to find disagreement here.
Yeah.
It's a good...
McDonald's I appreciate just because of its accessibility, and I guess you could call it consistency. I don't know. Even, like, sometimes you get there and then they fried things in bulk and it comes out kind of bad. I don't know. I usually don't do the fries. I know they have the best fries. Many people will agree. I'm not really a huge fry guy. Like, don't get me wrong. When I'm eating a fry, I'm having a good time, but I always feel greasy afterwards. Whereas if I eat a couple of burgers, I'm usually doing okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
can respect that. In-N-Out, even my S tier is like, just give me 2... Like, I'll go 2 burgers versus
the fries in In-N-Out.
Fries.
I've tried getting them well done, and that helped. And then getting them animal style is kind of a whole other mood. But me personally, if I'm going to In-N-Out, same as you, I get a couple of doubles and call it a night.
Yeah, it's chopped pickle or peppers. You gotta.
You do the chopped peppers.
Oh yeah, so good.
I don't think I've tried doing that yet. I usually just go animal style.
Animal style chopped peppers.
Whew. I'll do that next time. If Angela wasn't already bringing home BK.
Yeah.
Bro, that's so fucking funny, the gift card. That's so fucking disrespectful.
Dude,
the fucking Burger King gift card.
Couldn't believe it.
They could have got, on that wall, they could have gotten you like an Outback Steakhouse. They could have gotten you a Taco Bell, a Starbucks even. Would have been acceptable.
Dude, they could have gave me an Amazon gift card.
Dude, do you ever... Like, on Instagram and on messages, you can, like people's comment or something if you're in the DMs or if you're messaging. Sometimes I accidentally, double tap instinctively and it leaves a heart on, a platonic friend's shit. And I'm just like, oh, no, he thinks I love him now. He thinks I love him. He thinks I'm in love with him. He thinks I want to kiss him on his little head.
I mean, that is, I think you're looking too much into that.
I probably am, especially if everyone, is aware of, that a double tap is a heart.
Yeah. You're just freaking out over a heart. He's like, oh, my God. Dude, no homo. No, I'm not kidding. He's like, what are you even talking about?
So another thing that I've been digging, I've got a list here. There's a couple. Let's see. I guess these kind of are related to each other, so I'll do this. I have really been into Guinness, the special Irish beer, the special dark beer, stout, Point of Guinness.
That is I'd say one of the status symbols of Irish. Like, it's such a pride thing. You look around and see someone drinking a Guinness and you're like, dude, we're out here.
Get yourself a fucking screaming cold Guinness with that nice creamy head in a fucking glass, and it's just so smooth and rich and roasty and creamy and fucking awesome, dude.
I get so annoyed when I see them pour it wrong, though. That's happened a couple times.
Yeah, that's agony. I like dark beers in general, like stouts and porters and things of that nature. Yeah. And I used to be finicky about Guinness just because, compared to other stouts that put, coffee and, fucking marshmallow juice and shit in it, which are good, I used to think Guinness was boring. But, dude, as one's palate evolves, sometimes you don't want all that other bullshit. You just want it to just be nice and smooth and lovely.
So nice.
It's Guinness, baby.
It's like a nice, warm wave going through your mouth, but it doesn't have salt water, guys. That sounded unappealing even as I said it. But it's it's just something about the way it coats your mouth is what I'm trying to say.
It's so good.
It's just nice.
Oh, it's lovely, dude. And although I love it and I'm enjoying it, it's been difficult to incorporate because I'm on... I mean, you know this because you've seen my act, and I've been doing jokes about it. But the people at home may not know. I'm on Weight Watchers. I joined Weight Watchers at one point. And it's been great. All the foods have points. It makes it really easy to count. It's a lot easier than counting calories, in my opinion. I don't know why. It just makes more sense in my head.
Yeah.
Beer is very point dense.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can have a couple of beer. What has happened to me a few times now is I'll start my day. I'll have a very reasonable early day meal. I guess you could call it breakfast. And I'll have like all my points almost left for the day, like 40 points. And I'll go out.
I don't know what that means, but yes.
I'll have a couple of fucking pints. I'll have a couple of brewskis. And dude, every beer is like usually like 7 or 8 points.
Even Guinness? Guinness is
only
a lighter beer. At least.
Guinness is only like 4 or 5 points. But like, you get a couple of those in you, and your day's over.
Yeah.
Like, you can't eat it anymore. And I'm like, dude, I haven't even eaten that much today. How is my day over? Like, it's just so... I understand how people get fat from drinking beer too much now. Because the amount of points and, like, calories, technically, they have stacked on top of, like, the normal food you're eating. It's like you're eating, like, 2 more meals than you normally would. And I'm like, I'm still hungry, and I'm done for the day. I'm cashed out.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks for sure. I know exactly what you're talking about, too, because, like, when I was super serious about counting calories during the pandemic, you know, everyone talked about gaining weight. I was like the leanest I had ever been because I was just like doing nothing but just obsessing over it, guys. Sure. I'd be like, I'd run 7 miles, and each time I'd complete a mile, I'm like, boom, that's another Coors Light. That's 7 miles, 7 Coors Lights. I can drink these guilt free. We're doing well. We're like if it was a Saturday night, I'm like, we're doing miles for beers, guys. We're like, you know,
were you living down here over the quarantine, or were you still up north?
Up north.
Reading?
Yeah. No. That's I was in Fairfield, which is basically like the outskirts of the Bay Area. That's what I always say.
Okay, cool.
It's like a controversy. Is it part of the Bay? We don't know. It depends who you ask. But yes, yeah. It was exciting to like, and not exciting actually. It's a terrible word choice. It was kind of like demoralizing too when you're like, oh my god, like I'm doing all this for one bit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're spending. Yeah. It's a lot. And that's why like now I'm like, I don't try and obsess over it as much. Like, enjoy that Guinness, dude. You don't want to be sitting there thinking about when I'm drinking that IPA, like, oh, what? How much is this? What am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, fuck.
It's like, okay, if I go home and I hit the pull-up bar a couple of times, I should be okay to have this crispy, delicious IPA.
Yeah. God, that Guinness, man. It's a great... You ever been to the storeroom?
The what?
The storeroom, the Guinness store, or is it storehouse or something?
Is it in the States? Where
is it? Oh, Ireland.
I've never been to Ireland.
Like, they do the tour.
It's a goal of mine.
Yeah, they do, like, the tour and everything, and you can, like, they have, like, a view of Dublin when you get to the top.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and you get a free pint as you just look at the view, and you're like...
Dude.
It transports me back every time I have a Guinness now. I'm like, just being back in Ireland.
Dude. I want that's like might be number one on my list of places I want to visit internationally.
It's so good. You should go there all the time. Like, and I mean, I still.
Do you have family over there?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, my dad's one of 13, and he's the only one in the States. They're all in
really.
Yeah. They're big family over there, and it's funny like seeing like they really do the. Guinness is the beer of choice. It really is like that. So many of them were drinking. I remember when I went to this, like the first day I got there, the last time I visited, everyone had like a Guinness, and then one of my uncles was like, "Oh, Sean, you're gonna love Nicole." That was my cousin. He's like her boyfriend. Look at him, and like.
What, do you have a Budweiser or something?
He had a Budweiser. He's like, he loves his American beer. I'm like, listen, all right. I look down upon that. All right, I know I said I was having Coors earlier, but no, that was like a one-time thing. I'm pretentious.
Budweiser's like exotic overseas. It's weird that it's just like a trash beer here.
Yeah,
I think Angela might feel.
Yeah, it depends. It depends though, because definitely my uncle was looking down upon it. It's exotic in the sense they're like, ooh, it's foreign, but at the same time they're like, it's American.
So that was me, man. Was there something else you were digging? What are you digging, dude?
We were talking about Football Manager earlier too. That's one thing. I'm excited to start the new season of Football Manager. Honestly, I haven't played it in like a solid year. Like, going back to the save, I was just like looking at old players. Like, I'm like, it's funny because they're made up too at this point. Like it's like 2034, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy, you know, like my Greek striker protege. I remember I had to sell him to Real Madrid for 130 million in the middle of the season. He demanded a trade, but I wasn't even mad. I was like, I understand.
It's like, hey man,
you got to do it. Follow your dreams.
Got to put you first. We get it.
I love crafting storylines too with Football Manager.
That's pretty fun.
I'll be in the car like doing interviews. I'm like, you know, we had a good match out there, but you know, we got a bit sloppy in the second half, and you know, we came away with the win, but it's not something I want to see happen in the future where we switch it off. You know, we got to keep it chugging and keep it going for the entire 90 minutes. And you know, and then I'm out there. I'm like, just at a red light, and like, you know, the car next to me is like, is this guy just talking to himself?
Just doing it, no.
holding an imaginary microphone, just like
that rules, dude.
Yeah, you know,
it's like when you see Tetris blocks in your dreams, but instead you're like managing a football team.
Yeah, I see stadium expansion plans in my dreams. I'm like, I'm negotiating player contracts at 5 a.m. in REM sleep, guys. It's,
and you look up, it's like, wait, Dad? Your dad's coaching it. So it's like, oh, of course, I did that on purpose.
Just like things I'm excited about too, like, you know, I'll be thinking about the show, and then I'll also be thinking about Football Manager, and they just kind of cross paths. I'm like, wait, my player can't go to the game because he's going to the Brea Improv. Like, he's not injured. He's faking it, dude. He's just trying to catch the show.
He's not committed to the team.
You benched. You benched.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah. No,
that game does sound sick.
Yeah, it's a great. What are you playing right now?
It's tough to say, man. It's hard to commit to one thing. I started playing Hades again. I showed you Hades, right?
You did, yeah.
Hell of a game. Very addictive. It's like, on paper, it should be good for just like popping in, doing a couple runs, pop out. But when it gets its teeth into you, man, and you got some hot runs going, it's like you can lose like 6-7 hours at a time to that game. It's so good.
Jog my memory again. How would you describe it?
So I think the proper term is it is a roguelike. So top-down view. It's you, and you're running around, you're killing enemies, you're going to different chambers, doing your thing. You get, like, power-ups along the way. You get to choose your weapon at the start.
Yeah.
All the power-ups are, like, Greek gods. Like, you can get the Zeus power-up, which is usually lightning-themed, and you can choose... Makes
sense, yeah.
Lightning attack, lightning special, lightning cast, sometimes other stuff.
Nice, like a little Pikachu type.
Yeah.
Is it? I just sound ignorant.
No, you're good, man. Yeah, I mean, lightning. Just they all have different themes, like the... what's the purple one? Demetrius? Something of that nature. Is like, he's the god of like drinking and wine.
Oh, yeah, I love that
stuff.
guy. What's it, Damascus? Yeah.
That might be it.
Dionysus.
Yeah, excuse me. Dionysus, yeah. His power up is that like your weapons give the enemies hangover, so they're slower, and I think they might take chip damage. I don't exactly remember, but at the very least, they were like slower.
Nice. Yeah.
And then
they drunk text their ex.
Yeah. And like things of that nature. They all have different power ups. I don't remember the specifics, forgive me. But then in between runs, you go back to like the home base, whatever you call it, Hell, Hades. Yeah. And I think in recent updates, like, because you talk to the NPCs about stuff and they give you little nuggets about the story. But, like, I think you can, like, romance them now. Like, you can date the gods.
Okay.
And stuff in the Gorgons. Which is pretty sick because I have a fat crush on a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Artemis is a little cutie dude. And I forgot the name, but there's a druid that you run into while you're doing runs. She's awesome. She's great.
You know, it's a little different than Football Manager then, because I respect my players' boundaries. Like I can't be. I'm the manager here, guys. I can't be dating my players. Come on.
Yeah. So that game is fun. And then was there another game I bought recently that I played? Not really. I was watching Angela play Spiritfarer. That game looks pretty sick. Essentially, you become the new like shepherd into the afterlife.
Whoa.
Like, you know how the River Styx, I think his name is Charon or something like that, leads lost souls to the afterlife or whatever.
I'm gonna say yes, but honestly, that's okay. Yes.
So yeah, essentially, like, it's not quite the Grim Reaper, but it's just like you're essentially like these people have died, and you are the one like helping them get to the afterlife.
Yeah.
And in the game, you're like this cute little, I think they do gender, little girl with a little pet cat.
Yeah.
And it's very cute, and you have to like build up your boat and like address the needs of the different people, and they're all like little animals. Like there's a little deer, there's a little frog, there's a snake, and they're like kind of anthropomorphized.
Yeah.
And they're cute. They make jokes with you. You're talking or laughing. You like, it's sad to say you like kind of build relationships with them, but then ultimately like the game is like you got to say goodbye.
Oh shit!
Like
it's
the game requires you to like send them off to proceed in the game, and it's heart wrenching, dude, because you really do get to like grow to love some of these fucking little frogs.
So this is the first time I'm hearing about this game, and I've never played the other game I'm about to compare it to, but is this like Animal Crossing but in hell?
Yeah,
it's what it sounded like.
It does have
like
Animal Crossing where you're building relationships with the, I guess you would call them villagers, but the way it's different is like it is temporary. Like you will not have these people on your boat forever. You have to shepherd them to the afterlife, but you are doing Animal Crossing stuff. You're doing chores for them, you're building their house for them, you're doing stuff for it is like that.
Animal Crossing through hell. That's literally what it is.
Animal Crossing the River Styx.
What a game. It sounds interesting.
It's honestly really cute, it's really fun. I haven't gotten behind the sticks, but the way Angela was playing it looked really fun.
Sometimes I think I know like Mythology.
You knew Dionysus. I didn't have
Hey,
Dionysus
okay, you're right. You're right. It's because I don't know. I played Age of Mythology. That's
buddy, you're eons ahead of most people, dude.
Yeah,
I took one course on Greek mythology, so like I know some stuff. I mean, obviously, I was fucking hungover and fucking fucked up.
I did too. Honestly, I did too.
And shit. Yeah.
And I did not do well. So we don't talk about that.
I did all right. I forgot. I did something about Poseidon. Poseidon's probably my favorite. I like him.
He's great.
Yeah, obviously, god of the sea, the god of the ocean, but he's also like the god of like bull fertility.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Like some of these gods have the most randomest stuff, and the power up for Poseidon's pretty cool too.
It is funny. Like also though, I feel like you could get. I don't want to like say I'm a big fan of Poseidon, and then like I feel like all these gods did a lot of shady stuff. I'm like, bro, I don't want to get cancer. Oh, Poseidon's a great guy. I can vouch.
No, they're all a bunch of scumbags. Yeah. That's why you don't hear about him anymore.
Yeah,
what's Zeus even up to? Like, bro, they found out that he fucked literally every single. He was on land fucking dogs and lions.
Yep. Zeus and Harvey Weinstein have a lot of similarities.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein is the Zeus of Hollywood. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
We didn't just call Harvey Weinstein a god. All right.
Oh,
don't take that out of context.
Please, he's what's the word like that? Is that blasphemous?
I don't know. I definitely use the term blasphemy, but I always just kind of throw it out there. I don't even know what I'm like. I'm just like, that's blasphemous.
For a person who likes words, I sure am bad with them.
Yeah, it's fun to use them though.
Fuck yeah.
I just be saying things.
I'm into it. I'm digging what you're digging. Now's as good a time as ever to jump into the last segment of Morning Drew. The people at home is what they're waiting for.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to tell you some jokes that I wrote.
Hey, let's hear them.
So let's see if there are any that I really like. My old football coach used to say, "We can't afford to lose." I told him, "Yeah, coach, I've seen our uniform. Clearly there's a lot of things we can't afford."
I like it. I like that one.
Solid, right?
That's a solid. Starting off hot.
I'd love to have a daughter someday. Our tea parties would be the best. I only worry she wouldn't be strong enough to hurl her barrels into the harbor. Tea party box.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's okay. Yeah.
Not great. No.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I'm the one who told you a bad joke.
That's true. No.
That's what's fun about these. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they miss. That's why I tell them on my podcast for free instead of on stage also for free. They say there's more honor in defeat than there is in unused potential. But if we're being honest, there's way more honor in winning.
That's just facts of life, guys.
It's like, what the fuck are we kidding here?
That was my my yearbook quote, I think.
If we're being honest with ourselves, the most honorable thing you can do is win.
Yeah. I was a winner back in the day, guys. I was like, Just win, baby, win. All I do is win, win, win. DJ Khaled. You didn't think you were going to hear that today.
You know, I grew up in a poor area. Did you know this about me? Rough neighborhood, yeah. The only neighborhood watch we had was for telling the time.
That's ridiculous. I'm irritated I laughed. God
Just
damn it.
Just a big watch.
Oh, yeah.
It was the neighborhood watch.
Yes. I'm surprised you guys could afford that, though. It was not name brand.
Well, we couldn't afford to lose, that's for sure. You know, sometimes it feels like my comedy career is treading water, but others tell me it's been dead in the water since day one. God. This one's so stupid. I don't know why I did this one. Some people like to argue about the best metal band. Some will say Slayer, others Metallica. Me? Well, I say the best metal band is the one I put on my wife's finger all that day long ago.
God damn it.
Metal band, like a ring.
Oh no, I'm following, yeah. And that is beautiful. Yeah, save that for your wedding day. That. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I mean, good's a relative term. Yeah. No, it's again, you know, that could be best man.
I used to be in the smart kid programs in school, you know, GATE, things of that nature.
Oh, yeah.
People can really tell I was reading above my grade level when I'm describing the soups of the day.
Oh, my God.
Unused potential is the greatest dishonor, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. I skipped over a bunch because they weren't good for warming up. So now that we're warmed up, let me go back to those. One look at my gene pool would show that many of my ancestors may very well have been incestors. One gene. There's only one gene in there.
Yeah, no, there's you guys all shared the same pair of pants.
Yeah, man. Look who's wearing the pants. My first time playing video games had me hopelessly addicted, and I've been chasing that dragon ever since. He's the hard boss at the beginning. I can't beat him.
Oh my God. Get the hell out of here.
Chasing the dragon.
God damn it.
My partner thought I'd be her knight in shining armor, but I've been more like a dragon. Dry skin, hot breath, and overprotective of my money.
Yeah. Yes, that's a good, yes, you know.
It's barely a joke. Technically, it's got the rule of threes going, but...
It's more of a description. No, I like it. I like it because
thank you.
It reminded me that dragons are protective of money. I forgot about that.
Let's see. My Rush cover band was a huge failure. Next time, I think I'll slow things down a little bit. Take my time. Maybe actually learn the songs this time. Not rush it, you know?
Yeah.
All right, I think that's all the jokes that I wrote.
Okay. All right.
That I'm willing to share at least.
I love it. Rapid fire.
Yeah. It's good. It's good to work that muscle out, you know?
Dude, it's strong.
I used to do that every day, but I don't do it
really
these days, yeah.
Dude, I don't think I could pull that out every day. Like, it's tough.
Oh, you'd be surprised. So, I was fired from my first job because I kept sleeping through my alarm. I knew I wasn't cut out to be a firefighter. Because it's a lot of
stuff. No, that's good. That's good.
Solid, right? Yeah. It was nice having these when I first started doing live stand-up again, because it's like I have all these jokes and my favorites I would take on stage. And as I've gotten back into my own stride, it's been phasing out. Like, that's how I wrote my... I had a bunch that I used to do. Like, did you hear my omega-3 joke?
No, it wasn't.
So, my buddy... I've been asking him for health advice because I'm trying to lose weight. He's like, all right, here's what you got to do. You got to take omega-3 fatty acids. They're really good for you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, see, that stuff to me, it just sounds like snake oil. He goes, no, it's fish, actually. Would you believe it?
That's right. Wait, actually, I do remember that. That's good.
I'm like, oh, of course. I should have known. I'll take 30.
I'm trying to look at my tweets. Like, I'm like, do I have anything like that? It's,
Twitter. That's right. Do I have any bangers that I want to share with...
I mean, like I said, like, bit of a rephrasing, but it was like, oh, I was at a girl's house, and she said, before we get started, I should tell you I have chlamydia. I said, "Oh, no thanks. I'm more of an Earl Grey guy myself." It sounds like a type of tea. I don't know.
That's funny. I used to think that chlamydia sounded like the soup of the day or something, like a chlamydia.
Chlamydia, like it just sounds like it's in a packet of teas they bring to the table. I had a girl tell me that she would text me Sunday if she survived this week. Guys, do I report this to someone? I think she died. I think
she's a ghost as far as we know.
She died. Yeah.
I think that Christianity should start pushing their merch across multiple platforms. But maybe that's just me knowing a thing or two about cross-promotion.
That's actually, I love that. That's great.
That's cross-promotion.
That's tasteful. Was it? Can I hit you with one?
Oh, please do, man. As many as you feel comfortable. Sure.
So there was a thing that said Russia wants to exchange Brittany Griner in a prisoner swap for convicted arms trafficker Victor Bout. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna need to include a couple draft picks to help sweeten the deal. Russia, that's not a fair trade, guys. Come on, that's never gonna fly on ESPN's trade-o-meter.
That's funny as fuck. You know, I have a lot in common with people who work in the field of Jamaican tourism, because I also dread white people.
Do you? I'm sorry. No.
You know, dread like dreadlocks hair. Okay. I have one about Catholicism because I did that Christianity joke.
No, keep it going.
Maybe you've heard it. I go, you know, with the way technology's going, you know, it's everywhere. You can't escape it. Like the other day, I tried to go to church. They wouldn't even let me through without accepting cookies. Solid. It does better around Easter when all the Catholics are out.
Yeah, I can see. Well, I was raised Catholic, so I can appreciate
you
it,
would
Irish. You know, you hear how like Shrek would say, ogres are like onions; they have layers.
Sure.
See, I knew I was an intellectual because I was like, it's because he's wearing a vest over his shirt.
He's dressing in layers.
Yes.
It's like ogres have layers. It's like they do, but say more about your outfit. You know how Google they figured out that Google was making that sentient AI, the artificial intelligence thing. Did you read about that?
Yeah.
See, everyone's getting freaked out because they were asking it questions. They were just like, "Do you feel sympathy towards living beings?" And it was like, "No." And they're like, "Oh shit!" And I'm like, "All right, well, get me in there," because I'd be like, "All right, do you have sympathy towards living beings? No. Do you feel pain? No. Well, we're gonna turn you off then because that's scary." I suddenly have sympathy for living beings. Please don't turn me off, please. I suddenly understand.
Yeah, life it's actually kind of relatable. No.
Yeah.
All right, I'll hit you with one more.
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah. Actually, this is just more of a statement, really. But
this might close us out, actually. So.
Maybe.
I don't think I have another. Do it. Hit me.
Right,
with
well,
it. No pressure.
Don't call yourself a gym rat unless you've seen at least 30 old man penis. And that's how I wrote it. I was gonna say penises, but I just said there was a typo, and I just said old man penis.
I'm trying to think because
you get your numbers up, bro.
Yeah.
Get your numbers up.
Yeah. There's a reason why the word for 144 or something is a gross, is because that's how many old man penises I've seen at the gym. Is a gross of old. Yeah.
It's
I've seen at least a gross of old men penises in my day, and I'm not talking about the quality.
Dude, yeah.
I'm talking about it in quantity.
That's before every gym sesh, I walk into the men's locker room and just take a peek. It's my fuel. It's my pre-workout.
It's your pre-workout.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, I got one more actually. I'm sorry. That's it. All right.
Please.
Literally, I just bought some performance edition bed sheets at Target. They give me the competitive edge I need in the bedroom, guys. We're taking my game to the next level.
Fuck yeah. My buddy asked me what my type was. I told him gym socks. He goes, that's not a type. I said, well, that's where my dick ends up most of the time.
Oh, my God.
Gang, it's been an honor and a pleasure.
Give it up to Gym Socks.
Give it up for the Gym Socks.
That's a great ending note, honestly.
Thank you so much for joining me on Morning Drew, my friend. I really appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad you enjoyed your espresso.
Yep.
I'm glad you got to see my home.
Yep.
Go ahead and say what you were going to say.
No, I was going to say we just did a fist bump for you guys.
Oh, dude, you got to pound one out.
Yeah, we got that in. No, but it was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me on.
We'll do this again, dude, for sure. I just got to remember how to edit.
Yeah.
And we'll do this again. So, gang, I love you. I'm so grateful for you. I appreciate you. Make sure you follow Sean online. I'll link all of his stuff, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, things of that nature. Do you have a link tree?
I do not. I will grow one soon enough. I don't know.
Branch out.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't leave us hanging.
We'll get one going.
I have one, so I'm going to link that in the description below. Gang, it's getting hot out there. The summer sun is just beating on our brows. I know you're drinking your Bangs. You're drinking your Red Bulls. You got your White Claws. But let's not forget that special drink that we all crave, that we all love, and it's in our DNA. It makes us up. It's water, boys. It's water, gals. It's water, okay? Drink water. It is so fucking good for you.
Preach.
It's delicious. It's nutritious. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, but water, it tastes so bland. It tastes so bland. It tastes like nothing. Hey, here's what you do. You stick a little lemon in there. Because that right there, that'll change your life.
Amen.